This is Boxing Tickets NI. We're here at the warehouse in Redcow in Dublin. Today we're joined with victorious Declan Geraghty. I'm probably going to say Declan is probably in a roller coaster every year, but probably a roller coaster of a career. But your first fight in Dublin in nearly 8 years, I think 8 years next week. You could obviously tell that obviously it meant something special tonight. Obviously, who in that venue didn't know who you were.
Yeah, it was good. It was just embraced every minute. Like I said, it's been a long time since I fought in Dublin. It's been hard not fighting in Dublin in front of your own people, but it was good to get there and just embraced every minute of it.
Obviously, tonight, like a sort of climax, I guess, obviously, is getting out and getting a fight. Obviously, you're probably the unluckiest person in obviously Ireland this year. Obviously, your fight with Dylan obviously fell through because of a cut, because you had to obviously have a warm-up. And then obviously your fight with Owen O'Neill, obviously Owen was badly overweight. Did it feel like a sort of like a letdown sort of tonight? Obviously, you should obviously have the Irish title on your waist now.
I've stopped thinking about it now, you know what I mean? I've just, at the end of the day, it's so much disappointing. It's like, I believe I'm probably always be one of the most unachieved boxer to come out of Ireland. Like, I should have done plenty of things I never did. Myself and Phil Sutcliffe Jr. just never got what we should have gotten. And that's just the way life is, and it's unfortunate the way it is, and just have to get on with it.
Obviously getting a stoppage as well, they're a rarity. Obviously it has to come in Dublin, but obviously whenever you're making your ring walk and everything else, I said to Johnny from Irish Boxers, like, this guy's been stopped half of his defeats. I fancy Deco to do it tonight, and obviously knowing you'd only 4 stoppages prior, obviously to pull out a stoppage of the bag after being away from Dublin for 8 years, that'll be one that'll live with you, sort of.
Yeah, it was nice to get him. Like I said, to me it's just another fight, and like the stoppage came or the points, whatever it was going to be, you know. I mean, I'm just happy just to get the win, and it was just a nice on the cake that was a stoppage.
You obviously just went in that intended, obviously you're just going to go in there and throw bombs and hope one lands. Was that the plan, to sort of try and get him out early?
No, the plan was I've been out drinking for the last 3 weeks and I haven't been in the gym, so I didn't want to go 4 rounds. I just wanted to get it out. It was either I was going out or he was going out, so that's the way it went.
And obviously you have a wee bit of a head clash here. I think that was the second time you knocked him down. I think your head hand off his nose. As a nice wee war wound to have.
Yeah, to have a little clash in the head. The doctor said it seems to be alright, so I'm happy with it, you know. I mean, no stitches needed, and it is what it is. You're
still the pretty boy, obviously, after all, you know. As long as it's not around the top of the forehead, it's not going to have a lasting effect.
That name's gone a long time ago. I'm an old elfling now. That name has gone a long time ago, but I'll take it.
Obviously, as your 30th pro fight tonight, obviously, when you look at this year, you probably think, you know, what if sort of thing. I guess it's something you've been well used to. What's next for Declan Geraghty?
I've had 30 pro fights, and I probably had 7 or 8 fights for being pulled off. So I could have been up to the close to the 40 mark with fights. That's how many fights I was meant to have. Now it's just, I don't think I'll see myself getting back in the ring anytime soon, or in at all.
Is it sort of something that has to make sense? Sort of, obviously, I know Kieran Malloy's been sort of looking at obviously to fight for the Irish title. Obviously, you've tried to obviously make the Dylan Moran fight in Letterkenny. He obviously said he's not ready to next year. To sort of come to you with an offer that makes sense for you to get back in the ring. Otherwise, what's the point?
Nothing makes sense to me because of the likes of Keeler and Paddy are great younglets. I would say they're probably on the same wavelength as what I was as an amateur, as to what they achieved and what I achieved. But they're young lads. What would I get out beating with them, and what if I lose to them? It's never a win-win situation. And the Dylan situation, that's done and dusted now. That's gone.
So it's just sort of like you've ran out of the options. Sort of, could you maybe look at obviously maybe moving down or moving up a weight to sort of maybe get the Irish title as a pro?
No, I'm not running out of options because I've got offered loads of fights abroad. I'm not interested anymore. I don't get up for it no more. I'm not interested. I gave 10 solid weeks for the Allen fight. It fell through. I was even surprised and I stuck in, did as much as I did with the Allen fight. But besides that, I've always had options open. Everyone, like, my name's always gone forward than me. My name will always go forward than me. So people will be always happy to fight me or take a chance against me because the record I have and what I bring to the table. And like, I'm not asked about anything else now. I'm not bothered with it no more. I love the sport, but the sport's over for me now as the boxing side of things.
Obviously, if this is the last time you're going to box, what would you sort of take away from obviously boxing in some respects? That obviously you've obviously had, you know, you've been in there, you've done it all. What would you sort of, if your memories obviously being a professional sort of be when you look back?
Disappointment, believe it or not, disappointment. Just plenty of disappointments. A roller coaster of heartache, but at the end of the day, it's like who I am as a person now. It's all about the shit I've gone through. There's been a lot of highs and lows, but at the moment, overall my career was very disappointment, but it is what it is.
What would you sort of say to obviously anybody coming sort of up? You know, obviously, I guess people look at sometimes at boxing and think, oh, it's sunshine and rainbows, when we see the politics and everything else goes on behind thing. What would you sort of say to anybody that's sort of thinking of switching across to the pro game, sort of think long and hard about it?
Phil Sutcliffe Senior used to say to me, and Phil Sutcliffe Junior, enjoy this because this goes too fast. And we used to laugh about it when we were on the amateur team. We used to laugh about it. Looking back, it's at the going very, very fast. I believe I've always trained very hard. Phil's always trained very hard. Both of us did a shit diet. Shit diet and chase women. Stay away from it. Train hard. Get a woman settled down and make sure you're eating clean. When you have them three ingredients, you can do anything.
Well, listen, obviously, thank you very much for your time. Obviously, congratulations on the win. If that obviously is the end, obviously, thanks for your service to the sport. And obviously, enjoy your weekend. Obviously, I'm sure you'll watch the rest of the card tonight and you'll party hard over the weekend.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the interview. Thank you.
Cheers, Dago. Thank you.